Now, Wave 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle joins us now. And Jeff, I feel like I broke a sweat when I was outside this afternoon.
And
it's
definitely yeah, that's something that we're going to continue to do the next few days. The temperature is going to inch up a little bit more heading into the weekend. Summer, reminding us that it is still officially summertime.
Until what, this weekend?
Until
right?
Sunday,
okay,
yeah. Sunday morning
is
is when we have the autumnal equinox that will signal, at least astronomically, the beginning of the fall season. But it's going to stay warm even beyond that heading into next week. Positive note about your weekend, it's not going to rain. I know some of you are very, very happy about that in the northwest corner of the state, where we were inundated with rain due to impacts from Francine last weekend. That will not be an issue. Everyone hot, though. We're talking low 90s both Saturday and Sunday. Again, that dry forecast continues, as well as the sunshine that we've enjoyed today, and we'll be back again tomorrow. It is Thursday, so I do want to update you on the latest drought situation. As expected, there was a lot of improvement out here in the northwest corner of the state. Unfortunately, that came at the expense of some flooding issues out there. But again, we are much improved here. Level 1 drought now, after seeing it around level 2 or 3 before that rainfall from Muscle Shoals down to Moulton. Outside of that, though, still could use some rain in some areas, North Limestone into Giles County there in southern Middle Tennessee, also across much of Jackson County. Drought conditions are a little bit worse. And keep in mind that rain from Francine was kind of limited in the northeast corner of the state. So wet weather would not be a bad thing for some areas, but the chances for that do remain low to non-existent through at least Monday. Got a 10% chance on Tuesday, and then a little more scattered wet weather possible beyond that. As we look at the rainfall forecast over the next 7 days, though, in general, any rain that is going to fall is going to be on the lighter end. We're talking ½ an inch or less. So we are getting into a dry stretch once again. Some rain chances will be back again, though, for some of us a little bit later on into the middle to latter part of next week. There's nothing out there right now, Wave 31 Triple Doppler, and nothing is expected this evening and tonight. Couple patches of clouds, as we showed you with our sky cam earlier in the newscast. Those will actually diminish this evening. So for much of this evening and tonight, look for clear skies out there. And we take you through your Friday, stop you at the noon hour. Looking mostly sunny. It'll be a little warm at that point, to say the least, and we'll call it hot tomorrow afternoon, but otherwise quiet as we wrap up your work week. Heading into your Saturday, not much will change. If we have any cloud cover, mostly thin cirrus clouds or a couple puffy cumulus clouds during the afternoon hours, and that will be about it. Otherwise, the forecast primarily focused around those temperatures that will be above average for this time of year through the weekend. Tonight, though, we cool off nicely, partly cloudy, light north wind. We drop into the mid-60s. Tomorrow, breeze will be light out of the northwest, mostly sunny skies and hot. We'll pretty well sum it up with temperatures expected into the low 90s for highs. Not expecting any weather issues for big game Friday night. High school football games tomorrow evening should have quiet conditions. It'll be warm, but at least it won't be raining. 84 degrees at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, and then we'll drop back into the 70s as the evening and those games wear on, heading through the early part of your Friday night. Here's a breakdown of your Wave 31 Storm Tracker. 10-day again, the weekend hot, fall arrives Sunday. Still feeling like summer, though, for a few days after that. Low 90s for your highs over the weekend, but mornings will remain comfortable in the 60s. We'll stay around that 90-degree mark early next week and then begin to ease back on the heat a little bit. Slow fall through the 80s, maybe back into the upper 70s for highs by next weekend. And again, those rain chances limited. They do return, but right now, not real impressed with any big weather makers coming on in. We'll keep the rain chances second half of next week around 20-30%. We are going to be watching the Gulf of Mexico. There is indications that there will be some tropical development there towards the end of next week. Too far out. We don't have anything specific that we're tracking for around here, but we will chat a little bit more about that possibility coming up in the next 30 minutes.
We're in that peak hurricane season right now.
We are, yeah. The window between now and early to mid-October still can have a lot of activity. So even though it's not been super active up until now, doesn't mean that we are done yet.
That's right.
Yeah.
We appreciate you staying on top of it, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Jeff.